Bank, the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. Glad that you're here with us today on this overcast day. Hopefully it's a day that ends up with a few raindrops falling out of the sky as well. We could use that. Sean Gildea is with us this morning. He is the Assistant Superintendent of the Indiana Area School District, and our visit this morning is presented by Marcus & Mack, voted Best Law Firm and Best Personal Injury Lawyer 4 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. You can visit them online at marcusandmack.com. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you with us here today. Now, I tell you, Heinrich, he's always pulling out the guitar and playing it. Do you have your instrument with you today?
I do not. I'm not musically inclined, I'll tell you that.
The piccolo is not with you?
That is not. I left that in my car.
In the pocket of your coat there. You just never know. You never know. But there are tons of things going on in the Indiana Area School District right now, and it's really interesting to watch the way, especially the Eisenhower School. That whole thing fascinates me. A lot of school districts, when you have a devastating fire, as Indiana did 3-4 years ago, I think it was 2021, wasn't it?
So, yeah.
Yeah. When you have a fire, immediately it's let's get this thing up, let's get it running, let's get it back to online, and let's make sure that we're back in that building as quickly as possible. Mm-hmm. Indiana area chose to do it differently, and I know that you came in late in the process,
right.
but it has to have impressed you that they said to themselves, let's sit back and take our time and make this building into a modern, really nice school building, and take the opportunity that we rather would not have had, but it's here, so let's use it.
Correct. And, that's an testament to the school board and the community for taking their time, really planning out that process. Like you said, it was before my time, but, seeing the pictures of the devastation that Eisenhower went through, and then the planning that was put in place to develop Eisenhower into that building. Mm-hmm. And it's a gorgeous building. There's the safety's top notch. The evacuation procedures that Mrs. Eisenman and the borough police have put together are excellent. I've been over there a number of times. In fact, the first week of school, I was there pretty much every day, monitoring the arrival and dismissal, checking out the area. And there's a lot of cars. It's a bigger building. But it's running pretty smooth right now. So once again, back to the school board and the community and the planning committee that was involved with redesigning Eisenhower into what it is today is fantastic.
It's a whole different world of education than it was when that building was first put up back in the 1950s.
Right,
I mean, we're talking brand new security concerns, technology that is just incredible, that people would never have even imagined 30 or 40 years ago, and they're now incorporated into a building that maybe had the fire not happened, had they not had to do this, that stuff might have been 10, 15 years down the road, might even ended up closing the school.
Exactly. Maybe rebuilding a new one somewhere, building one, but they really kept some of the aesthetics from the old Eisenhower there as well. Mm-hmm. So if you walk around the new Eisenhower, you'll see some of the walls that were very similar or exactly the same as the previous Eisenhower. So it still has that sense of what it was before, but with a new modern feel to it as well.
Yeah. Rededication ceremony.
Yes, it was fantastic. Josh was there.
Yeah.
It was excellent. I get goosebumps thinking about it. The music teachers, especially Ben Saylor, wrote an alma mater and that the kids sang just for Eisenhower. So I talked to Ben and I said, you're going to go down in history as writing this alma mater for the district and for Eisenhower. But the dedication ceremony was fantastic. It was excellent.
Yeah. And probably the people who appreciate that more than anybody are the faculty members who remember the building. The kids that are there now, they don't remember that building.
Yeah, right.
But the faculty members do.
Exactly. When we had some previous tours, and a lot of old faculty members and community members came in and walked around the building and got a picture together. So that was great to see. And I met a lot of former faculty that actually knew my uncle. My uncle Tim was a teacher over at Ben Franklin, so they know Tim, and we rekindled sort of that way. Although I didn't know them, but we talked about the district and what Eisenhower meant to them, and now what it's going to mean for the new teachers that are there now moving forward.
Sean Gildea with us, the Assistant Superintendent, Indiana Area School District. Tell me about the ACE program.
Well, we're about to roll that out. Staff really doesn't know about that yet, but I'm excited to talk about it. Some information is going to go out to the staff here shortly. You know, as a district in the classrooms, we always talk about positive behavior and reinforcements with kids. A lot of the school districts have different reward systems. A lot of our buildings, they receive Pike bucks and different bucks like that at East Pike, and in different schools do different things. But we really don't do anything for teachers. So I'm a real big proponent. It's on my bottom of my email to be an ACE, be accepting, caring, and engaging. And that is who we should be as people, no matter where we go. But our teachers are fantastic about doing that. I had a teacher in third grade over at Ben Franklin. We're named nameless at this time. But he was outside playing baseball with the kids. You know, and I thought that was fantastic. So I walked in his classroom and I talked to the kids about being an ACE, being accepting, caring, engaging. And I said, your teacher is engaging right now. He's engaging with you. When you're engaging with kids, when you're accepting of kids, when you care for kids, they want to be there. Same thing with teachers. You know, when you're accepting with teachers, caring for them, and engaging with them, they want to be there. They want to work in Indiana. So we're going to roll out this program where teachers are going to earn or win, I guess you want to call it, ACE bucks, ACE tickets. So we'll write a little saying on there, positive things. Hey, I saw you working with this kid. Thank you very much, blah, blah, blah. And then they'll have a chance at the end of every 9 weeks to win something, whether it be covering their class for 45 minutes, leaving an hour early, maybe a free lunch, things like that, just to reward the teachers for the positive things that they do.
Yeah. If it was me, I'd say, just give me nap time.
That's right. Well, that's what we talked about, you know, just going to cover a class for 45 minutes. I'll come in and cover your class for 45 minutes. Go and take a break. Yeah. Go and have a little nap in the faculty room or something.
Put your head down.
Right. Go and take it, because we all need it sometimes.
Yeah.
We all need it.
When we were in kindergarten, we had towels and a little thing of raisins.
Yep, right.
That's all you really needed.
Well, you walk into a preschool classroom now at the end of the day and they're all napping.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah, they got their little box of sun-made raisins even
right.
today.
But teachers need that break too.
Sure. Indiana Area School District, of course, is much concerned not only with the school, although that's the major area of concern, but projects such as the Indiana Borough holding the 8th Street Charrette.
Oh, wow. It's fantastic.
Yeah. What did you think of it?
Well, I thought it was great. You know, they reached out. We've been talking with them all summer, and they reached out, and the committee actually came up to the high school and met with a number of our students. Gave them an overarching plan of what the plan was for 8th Street. And then last week we brought, I think about 14 students and some teachers down and participated in the Charrette, which is at the planning session. The kids really took off with it. They had their own session with the planners and the designers, and one point, it was said to me that, and I wasn't there at this point, but the kids were working on a table, and one of the planners was talking, and the kids overtalked the planner in a good way. You know, where they were very excited about their ideas, getting them down on paper. So I think it's fantastic to incorporate the students, whether it's IUP students and definitely the high school students, into this, because the high school students are the future. If they stay here, and hopefully they do, they'll be a part of that, and they can have now. You know, that thought that they were a part of that planning process.
I bet you. I bet you they brought some student energy to that.
Oh, they did. They did. It was great. It was fantastic.
Good stuff happening there. You've got some things coming up as well. The Indiana Area Foundation is the Education Foundation. It's a very active organization, getting more and more active and doing more and more things. Got a spaghetti dinner coming up.
It's fantastic. Yeah, the spaghetti dinner's on October 16th. At 5 o'clock at the Home Farm Barn. You can obtain tickets on our website. You can find the Educational Foundation link, or just go to iaefpa.org. You can buy tickets that way. And then a lot of these funds are going to go to an inclusive playground at Ben Franklin.
Yeah.
So we're going to use some of those funds to develop an inclusive playground, which we're very excited about.
Had a couple of students come in and weren't they great?
They're amazing
Holy
students.
Cow.
Yeah. They participated and ran the hole-in-one challenge.
Yeah.
They raised, I'm just off the top of my head, I think $10,000 with that hole-in-one challenge. These students are fantastic, and they met with the Educational Foundation and some administration when I first got here over the summer. So
Yeah.
they're excellent.
I mean, those two guys, when
Yeah.
they came into the studio,
Yeah.
they were so eloquent.
Yep.
B, they had thought things through, and
Yeah.
they had organized it so very, very well.
Right.
And C, they were so enthusiastic about it that I am no surprise that they were able to raise some money.
Yeah, and they're high school students.
Yeah, I know.
And,
And they did this on their own.
Right. Yeah, they're really go-getters. They're great kids.
Funny thing is, neither one of them went to Ben Franklin.
No. They just want to give back to the community.
Yeah.
That's what they want to do.
That's a great thing. There's another thing coming up, a monster mash bash.
Yes.
What is
Mr.
that?
Heinrich and Aaron Ludwig are running it as with United Way. It's a trivia session, trivia competition. What do you want to call it? Over at Levity Brewery. And some of us are getting forced to be in a part of it, even though I'm not very good trivia-wise. I wanted Mr. Heinrich on my team, but he's actually hosting it. So, but it'll be a great night if anybody wants to come out.
When is it again?
What's that?
When is it?
October. It is October 30th, from 6 to 9.
Okay.
At Levity. Yeah.
There
Yes,
you go.
yeah.
Just get a team together. Come on out and
come on
enjoy
out.
yourself.
Have some fun. Costume contest as well, I think. So
Yeah.
dress up and come on out.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about one other thing with you this morning, and that is AI. Because it's everywhere, and it's not going away.
It is.
And it brings with it new challenges every day. I know from an education standpoint, it must be A, exciting, B, frustrating as all get out.
Yeah, it is. And we're still evolving with that. Actually, I was in a session on Monday at Aaron IU regarding AI in the classrooms and AI in the buildings and in the district. And it's definitely a challenge. It's really now getting to the point of training our teachers, training our students of how to properly use AI. I always say AI has been around forever. Our calculator was our first AI. If you think about it, it did everything. It just evolved, and it really over the last year has skyrocketed. But there's so many AI programs out there that it's great for some research, but it's not always accurate. So making sure students, if they're using it that way, to double check and cross-reference everything. But the thing that we're worried about is that it's taking over what students do for their assignments. To help them, support them is one thing, but to actually do the assignments, that's a whole nother ball game. And that's the issue that we're running into, is making sure that students aren't using AI, making sure they're using it the proper way and not the improper way. And I gave a superintendent speech when I was at Glendale about AI, but AI can't teach you how to be a good person. It can't teach you how to accept people. It can't teach you how to care for people. It can't teach you how to engage people. It can tell you if you mix red and green together, what color you're going to get. Yeah, it can help you do that, but it's not going to teach you how to be a good person.
Yeah, it's interesting. Watching it evolve is going to be interesting as well. Walter Schroth was the first one that raised our eyebrows about it. He came in and talked about it one day, and we had said, what is AI? We've never even heard of it. But Walter was onto it right from the start. I remember an old driver's ed instructor who said, this is a car. It's not supposed to be a time machine, but that essentially is what a car is it's a time machine. It erases time, the time that would take you to travel from here to there. AI has that same potential to be a time machine, and sometimes it can take us to a time that we don't want to go.
Exactly right. Exactly.
Sean, thanks so much for the visit.
Thank you
today.
so much, Todd. Appreciate it.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Matt is in the newsroom. He's coming up right after Boomer Sports.
This is Boomer Esiason with the Sports Minute. Today's birthday shout-out goes to Mookie Betts. The Dodgers' 33-year-old outfielder turned shortstop just endured his worst season as he worked to master the nuances of baseball's most challenging position. The secret to finally playing freely again, he said, is learning to treat failures